Hey guys, welcome to another interesting segment on Home Truth Nigeria. So today I want to talk on the topic signs you are dating the wrong Nigerian man. Yes, there are a lot of Western ladies that are currently in a serious relationship with Nigerian men. I know there are ladies who are, happy in one relationship or the other with Nigerian men. A lot of you fantasized, the moment where you just, get married and live together happily ever after, as they say in Disney movies, and you're just so over the hills and over the moon and excited with your Nigerian men. However, some of you have been there, you've done that, and you're on your ring light complaining and warning women, telling them Nigerian men are red flag, and the reason why they shouldn't, touch Nigerian men even with a pinch of fork. And that is why today I want to talk on the topic, signs that a lot of you listening to me might probably be with the wrong Nigerian man. Now, listen, guys, they are lovely and nice Nigerian men. A lot of them are nice. But like every nationality, you always have bad apples, who would steal one way, meander, and meet some women, deceive them, and then cause problems in relationship that will stain or dent the image of our great country, Nigeria. Very patriotic. I'm a proud Nigerian. So there are certain signs you have to look to know that you might be with the wrong Nigerian man. And today, I would like to point these signs to you because if you don't dictate the signs earlier, it may develop some kind of spiral effect that may hurt you on the long run and also disorganize you. So, what are these signs? You may say, well, the first sign you have to look out is if your relationship is all about money. If your relationship is centered all about money. Now, listen, money is important and it's very much needed in our daily lives. Money makes things happen. We have to acknowledge the importance of money. However, when you're dating a Nigerian man and the relationship is centered on money, how he needs money, why things are tough on him, why everyone is sick in his house, everybody has been admitted in the hospital, everyone is just sick, and the reason they are sick is because they don't have money and all of this. If you find yourself with a Nigerian man who, when you look at your relationship on hindsight, no conversation goes in 1 week without him actually complaining about money, how things are tough, and because of you are dating him, you at some point you're feeling guilty, like, okay, you have to help him. Now don't get me wrong, guys, it's not a problem to complain about money, but the problem is feeling entitled to it because you are in a relationship. So if you find yourself in any way, shape, or form, physical or spiritually, dating a Nigerian man and he's basically complaining about money, and it feels because you're in a relationship, he's entitled to your money, that you're supposed to give him that money, I would say there's a high chance you were the wrong Nigerian man. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of Nigerian men complain about money. I complain about money sometimes. A lot of Nigerian men need monetary assistance. I still need monetary assistance. But you see, there's a way we go about it, especially as a Nigerian man who has interest in a lady. You see, when we have monetary struggles, we could tell you how things are tough somehow, but we are not expecting you, the woman we want to be with, to come and solve our problem for us all the time. That's why we work hard as men to show that we can take care of our problem. So, when you're with a Nigerian man who feels you, as his partner or girlfriend, because you're abroad, should solve his condition, there's a high chance you're with the wrong man. So, keep that at the back of your brain. You can complain about money, but if it becomes too much and centered on you solving the problem, it could be problematic on the long run. Another point is the marriage proposal without seeing you. Yes, a lot of women are engaged or have been proposed to by one Nigerian man online. In fact, some are engaged to men they've not seen physically. Or some of them are engaged to men they've not actually held their hands. They've been talking to this man, yes, for quite a while. And for whatever reason, he felt like, okay, I need to engage you. You've been talking to me for 6 months. Now I want to engage you. You've tried. You've done good talking to me for 6 months. So open your hand. I'll engage you on the virtual world online. And a lot of you like, oh, you put your hand, you make video call, and then you go and buy the ring and wait. Yourself. It's a red flag. It's not how we roll. Yes, listen, guys. Some Nigerian men when talking to you. They can tease you or tell you that they want to get married to you. There are Nigerian men who are very upfront and direct. They're like, oh, wow, I'll get married to you, actually without seeing you. This happens. This is normal. It can happen. Directly, this Nigerian man will tell you. But you see, one thing these men want to do is that they want to see you. They want to see you physically as well. They want to see who they want to get married to. But in this context, if you're talking to a Nigerian man who hasn't met you, but already within few months is proposing online to you, and then you're going to buy the ring yourself. Some of you go to the market and shop for the ring without you actually meeting this guy. There's every sign you were the wrong guy. It all screams desperation. At least, if you want to accept the proposal, try and visit Nigeria. Meet this man, meet his family. Get to know him personally before you decide if you want to spend the rest of your life with him. Listen, guys, we're talking about spending the rest of your life with someone. I don't understand how a lot of you view marriage. For you to just open your hand and then accept proposal from a guy you've never met, and then you're coming down to Nigeria like something that was smuggled in to get married to someone you just seen for the first time. You've not actually spent 3 days with this guy to actually know if this guy is somebody you can be with. Already you're accepting this thing, proposal, and you're going to get married to him. So if you find yourself in that situation where someone is constantly pushing to get married to you after a few months and is proposing to you online, it screams desperation. It's everything that could possibly go wrong taking a first stage with that guy. So I'll be very, very mindful and careful. Now, another sign is no income but wants to get married. Now, if you're dating a Nigerian man who wishes to marry you, it's not a bad thing, But one thing is, in as much as he expresses his interest to marry you, it is very, very important to at least make sure that this dude has a source of income. Now, when I mean a source of income, I'm not trying to say, oh, he has to be rich. Let him at least have money coming in, a source of income. And not just that, a place of his own. Because you see, for us in Nigeria, as a man, you don't go talk to a lady you want to get married to if you don't have a something doing and you don't have a place of your own, even if it's a one-room apartment and it's a startup. You don't do that. So I really don't get how a guy who has no source of income is squatting is proposing marriage to a lady in the Western world, and she's taking that guy, very, very serious. You see, talk is cheap. Oh, when you come, we will figure ourselves out. We will find a way. But the bottom line is, this dude doesn't have money. He has no source of income, but yet he's pushing for you to come, so you guys will get married. If I were in your shoes, I'll be concerned to ask him, okay, how would you fund the wedding ceremony if I decide to come and get married? Or how would you keep the marriage going? Because you need money to do that. It's very important. And the truth is that a lot of you don't talk about your financial situation. The fact you're American, Canadian, Australian, German, you from the United Kingdom, it doesn't mean you're doing well financially. You might be struggling. Some of you might even be surviving on government job center, as they call it. Uh, and this doesn't mean you're doing well. And this is why you need to make this person understand the truth and the reality. Because when you're with a Nigerian man who has no source of income, no matter how small it is from a business or whatever thing he's doing, and he's pushing for you to get married, pushing you really hard, I'll be very, very concerned. Now, one mistake a lot of women make is that they come to Nigeria, they get married, they pay for everything. I mean, everything, literally everything. You basically get married to a man who can't contribute anything to his own wedding, and you expect him to take you serious as he progresses. You're just desperate. You're just a walking image of desperation. Now, if your Nigerian man is talking to you and he's pushing that you guys should get married, it's good. But please ask about the budget. How much is he gonna put if you guys decide to get married? How are you guys gonna sort yourself out? I was speaking to a lady today and she said, I will not fly. She was telling a Nigerian man, I will not fly to you if you don't contribute to my flight ticket. Capiche? Comprende? If you don't contribute to my flight ticket, I will not fly to you. You have to learn how to take responsibilities. If you want me to come to you, okay, we can work on that, but you have to contribute to my flight ticket. So Marriage is serious. When you plan on going into one with a Nigerian man, see to it that a lot of things, in as much as maybe he doesn't have money, let him get a job, get something doing a business, save up some money, and then you guys can revisit that topic. But if you travel all the way from your country halfway around the world to go pay to get married to a grown man, my sister, shame on you. All right, and final thing is your age is not a concern. Now, again, guys, age is very important for Nigerians. Do not get it twisted. A simple test is to look at the Nigerian man who is telling you that age is not a problem. Look into his family and see if any man from his family is actually married to a woman way older than him. So, why are you getting that privilege? Why? Because you're from the US, you're from Canada, you're from Europe. Why? It shows something is not wrong. Now, some of you are dating younger Nigerian men. A lot of you will be pissed hearing this. But the truth is this: age is very, very important. Now, because you're greedy, you want a young Nigerian man twice your age, to make you feel good. You just decide to not listen to advices that you've been told that, oh, age is not a matter, it's not a problem, it's just a number. You've been deceived. If you're dating a Nigerian man who at any point is not concerned because of things that could come with your age, maybe you're 20, 15 years older than him, it doesn't show concern, then you might be with someone who would do you strong thing, like do you real bad as the relationship progresses. Listen, if you're with a man older and he comes like, okay, look, yes, I like you, I really like you, but you're older, can you give me kids? And he asks you up front. That's a serious man. A lot of you have been thrown this kind of questions out, and you're like, I don't think I can do so now, but there are other methods. Maybe we can try IVF. If it doesn't work, we can look for a surrogate mother, or if that's the case, we can look for adoption. Look into adoption. You both look at other solutions in case you can't give him kid. That's a serious man. But if you with this man who like, oh, age is not a number, don't worry, don't forget about kids, don't worry, you are probably with the wrong Nigerian man, because these things, they very much matter to us. Now, I know there are some of you who will come like, oh, we're in 2024, for Christ's sake, there are Nigerian men who don't want kids. This might be true. I've never seen a Nigerian man who doesn't want kids, but of course, Nigeria is huge, so there might be Nigerian men who don't want kids. But you see, one thing I will say to you is this: if you're with a Nigerian man who's told you, oh, he doesn't want kids and all of this, I will be very careful, because tomorrow he could change his opinion. And because you can't give him that kids, he's going to leave you to go meet someone who could give him kids. If you're with someone who is in his 50s and 60s and he says, okay, I've had kids, I don't want to have kids anymore, you're free. But you're going to meet a guy who's in his late 20s, early 30s, and he's telling you, oh, I don't want to have kids. And you think in 5 years' time, he's not going to reflect on it, especially when he sees his mates, his siblings, people around his family raising a family. And then he reflects on it in 5 years' time. Then you're already retired, you can't give him kids. You think he's going to start talking about IVF with you? No, he will leave it to meet someone younger. So, guys, if you're listening to me, Nigerian men are not bad as the media paint them to be. The problem is because of desperation and greed from a lot of Western women. A lot of you have ended up with Nigerian men who are also desperate. So when two greedy people meet themselves, you both scam yourself, and at the end of the day, one person becomes victorious. And that's it. So, guys, if you've got a question, you can write me on hometruth86 at gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. 100 Nigeria. Peace out.